And once it gets on your credit report, there's a whole nother thing that you have to do. But by having a correct address, once you got that letter, you could dispute it right then and there. And then that buys you the time with regards to it being placed on your credit right off the bat, right? So that's the number 2 reason that I would suggest that you do that. Number 3, it keeps you informed on what is happening with your credit, right? So if you updated through the 3 major credit bureaus, your correct information, got rid of all the old stuff, and then all of a sudden, every 30 days, I recommend that you have some type of credit monitor, whether it's free or whether you have to pay a premium for it. Understand, when it's free, there's only so much information you can get. With a premium, that, obviously you could get more information with regards to what's happening on your credit report on a monthly basis. And then typically they have like a middle ground, which is, not too expensive and not free, that'll help you out. But nevertheless, every 30 days, if someone applied for something in your name and you had no idea about it. Now, if you have the credit monitoring on, then as soon as someone tries to apply for something, you'll be notified. And you can say, hey, no, that wasn't me, and shut it down. But if you have the free credit monitoring, through Credit Karma or whatnot, at least after that 30 days, Credit Karma will send you something saying, hey, there's a new account that was opened up in your name. Is this yours? And you can dispute and handle that way. But if you're not updating your information and following your credit report, if something was added on there, you would never know, right? Number 4, it helps stop fraud on your account, right? Similar to step 3, if something happens with regards to your account, you see something on there that's not supposed to be there, or inaccuracy or something along those lines. If you're updating your credit report, a lot of times, if you just updated your address and it was, 125 Smith Lane, and then someone applies for credit and they're applying for it in a different state, there's a flag that may come up on the account, which will make it hard to obviously apply for that credit in your name, not having your current address. So those are the 4 reasons why I would recommend updating your information. Let's be honest. There was a time that I ran and I hid from creditors in general because I owed. And when your credit's not good, you don't care about credit monitoring because you don't want to remind yourself that, your credit is bad. But the first step into getting into a place to where your credit can be better is, obviously pulling a copy of your credit report, seeing what damage is done, and then coming with a plan to fix it up. So I always recommend update your information with your creditors that you currently have right now. You want them to have updated information because things can change. You want them to have that, as well as your credit report. You want it to be accurate, as most accurate as possible, because if anything happens, you can get a letter sent to you and you can see what's going on, or you can get a phone call immediately and you'll know exactly what's going on with your credit versus just not knowing at all. Now, if you have any questions about debt or credit, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you be great.